Hi everyone, I'm Jordan.
I'm Jake.
And today we're going to show you a new way to play a classic video game. So all you need is a Verve, motion sensor, force sensor, a broom, connect the sensor to the Verve to the sensors.
Alright, so here's the VERVE's UI. We're going to be using sensor 1 and sensor 2's bars. And once we plug in the sensors, we're going to see that we have input by the blue part of the bar. Sensor 1 will be for the motion sensor and sensor 2 will be for the force sensor. So as you can see, when we do sensor 2, or the force sensor, when we press it, it doesn't go much higher than the threshold. So we're able to move the threshold around up or down so we could better get the input to go higher above the threshold. And if we want more than 2 thresholds, which we're going to want for the motion sensor, we can toggle it down here so we'll get 10 discrete thresholds. And right now we can see that the input is hanging around the middle of bar 1, and we can see when we move the motion sensor, it doesn't go very much higher than the middle or very much lower. So we could tune the sensor so we can maximize the input, the swing in the input. So if we want to tune sensor 1, we just click sensor 1 so it shows us only the sensor 1 information. So here's the UI, and we can see the red bar and the blue bar gives us the input. So if we want to tune it so we could get maximize the swing in the input, we could just move the top ball to the left and the bottom ball to the right. So after you play around with it a little and get it tuned, you could see once when you move the motion sensor, you're going to get a lot better reaction from it. So when you move it to the right, you're going to see it go all the way up, and when you move it to the left, it's going to go all the way down. And that's the action we want to see. So now we need to map the keyboard strokes to the UI. So it's as easy as just clicking the different boxes. And for this game, we're going to want to use the left key and the right key. So go ahead, click the boxes, click left, and it'll enter left, click another box, click right. So for sensor 2, the force sensor, we're only going to need 1 threshold just to turn on the spacebar to turn off the spacebar. So we're going to lower the threshold. So basically, once when you press the force sensor, it'll just turn on the spacebar immediately. So there we go, that looks good. So setting up your sensors is as easy as that. We're good to go. Now we just need to save. So when you press save, normally it will prompt a box that asks for a name, so we'll just call it Awesome Ski Game. Alright, there we go. And then all we have to do is save the game. Note, in order to save it to the Verve, you're going to have to turn the Verve off and save it.
After you get the sensors dialed into the Verve, tape the motion sensor to the broom, place the force sensor on the floor, and get ready to experience the Verve. Thanks everyone for watching.
Have fun with the VERVE and make sure to stay tuned for our new videos.